Hey everybody, I'm just setting up stream here. I'm just going to try things a little differently today. So I've actually started a space on X, as you can see there, but I'm also scheduling the broadcast. Broadcast is working too, very good. And I'll just see how this works out. I'm not actually sure if this will work out or not, but yeah, this will maybe make it easier to ask questions. So I've started. Uh, there we go, live in Telegram as well. So yeah, I've just open space in X. We're going to broadcast in X, and I'm also live on PumpFun right now too. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm going to see, can I? No, I can't broadcast on Telegram at the same time. I can only do either voice chat, VC, or stream. Yeah, so it's not going to work, but that's fine. Share screen. Oh yeah, maybe I can do that. This one. Yeah, basically that's the same thing. That's very, very close to it. Yeah, cool. All right, very good. Yeah. So we're live again. This is day 15, just to catch up with everybody. Um, to keep the streak going, I just got home, so I'm not going to be on stream for very long, probably like 10 minutes only. But just to keep the streak going, and also to talk about the work that I did today, because I actually did get some work done in the morning before I needed to go out to an in-person event. But yeah, I got a bunch of stuff done, so I'm going to talk to that in a second. I'm just going to check in on how things are going. Let me just see in Telegram. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how this is going to translate, but I have opened the VC in Telegram, opened a space in X, and we're also broadcasting in X at the same time. So we'll see how this works out. A little bit short notice because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this at all today, but it looks like we are able to do it, which is brilliant. So I'll just keep an eye on PumpFun too to see is there anything there. Um, just spam, looks like. Nothing actually useful. Now, just give it a minute, see if we get some people joining. Christian, thanks for joining on X. Appreciate it. I might actually see, can I, oh, can't unmute there. That's very strange. Space settings. Ah, yeah, let's just throw it open. See what that does. No, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to unmute. Okay, never mind. That's not going to work. Yeah, so we'll just have to stick to the broadcast. So that's an experiment done. That didn't work. Trying to do an X broadcast and an X space at the same time does not work. Experiment done. Grant. Okay, let's see. Is there anything interesting notifications? No. Okay, so we're up and running. We're live on 3 platforms as usual. We're in Telegram, on X, and on PumpFun. And I'll just do a quick update on the work that I've done today, and then leave it at that. Most likely, I would say that'll probably be enough for today, just to do it like a quick overview of the little bit of work that I did today. And I'll just keep an eye on all of the different platforms to see if anyone has any questions. So yeah, let's just talk about what I got done today. I'm going to jump to the Jira board, and I'm going to show that the main thing I did, which is something that has been a big request in the community, is to add a new feature to our community bot, which again I built for UpScalp. We have our own community bot in our Telegram group, and just make it easier to see the win rates, general win rates of the UpScalp premium bot, because we have a function in the community with this community bot where you can see the top wins for 24 hours and the top wins for 7 days. But people were asking for more transparency, which I think is great, like a really good idea, just to be able to see average win rates and a little bit more information about the win rates. So that's in progress. I was working on that this morning, and I might even finish it tonight, to be honest. We'll see how things go. If I do a little bit more work tonight, I may have it live in the community today. We'll see. And again, it's a marketing tool really as well. I regularly share those top wins on X as well. Uh, so share them in Telegram, share them on X. So they're really, really useful for showing the success rate but this will be more general over longer periods of time. I'll probably do like 7 day and maybe 30-day win rate as well, and just gives a bit more transparency about how good the bot is. So I'll be delighted to share that with everyone. Apart from that, I didn't really do any other work. I think today that was the main thing I was working on. Um, no real progress, just because I did the VC yesterday at like 1700 to 1800. It was an hour long, and then I did some work in the evening, but really it was already done for the day at that point. And then I was out for most of today, so I didn't get an enormous amount done. But just felt it was good to check in, just to share what I have been working on. And yeah, busy week ahead. Really, you can see that the Jira board is absolutely full. A lot on the horizon to be working on this week, and should be seeing a lot more in the done column and the testing column today. Sorry, over the course of this week, that's going to really fill up. Let's see, I could probably move some stuff. Yeah, these are fine. So let's move these out of testing to say that they're working fine. That's fine. No, still need to work more on that one. I'm actually going to pop that back into here. I need to go back. This one is fine. That worked. This one is fine. That worked too. This one is done. No, I'm still testing that one. And market regime optimization, no, still testing that one too as well. Yeah, the community bot is done as well. We can move that over there. The testing is fine because we're already adding extra features to it, so the testing is definitely fine. Cool. So that's kind of where I'm at really today. And not enormous amounts of updates from yesterday, but just to show that I do work on this every single day. I'm putting in hours to this every single day, and when you give me feedback, when I get feedback on Telegram or on X, I implement it pretty quickly. If I think it's a good idea, it's going to go into the bot. It's going to go into the products immediately. There isn't really any reason for me not to. If it's something that people feel would be useful, I'm going to add it. That's user-centric design. That's really using the knowledge and experience of your users to improve what I'm offering. So that's it. I'm going to just keep an eye on, let's see, is there any questions here? You're doing great. Thanks very much, Christian. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for listening in. Yeah, it's intense. I would say that definitely. This PumpFun Hackathon has really pushed me to grind every single day, to really push hard every single day. I probably wouldn't be pushing as many features as I am if this wasn't taking place, if I hadn't entered the hackathon. And by the way, just out of interest, I was talking to PumpFun yesterday. I had a few questions for them, and yeah, they confirmed that the entry is in and that my entry is fine. So like we're officially in the running, officially in the hackathon. And I was just asking for some questions around visibility. So fingers crossed they come back to me with those. Yeah, apart from that, there isn't really much more to say. Just that I'll probably be going back to work for the evening, do a little bit more work, and then yeah, going to get into a busy week this week of really pushing some big developments, really pushing on the API bot testing to try to keep that schedule. It'll be about 5 weeks away, is what I'd be saying now for public release of that, and pushing on the other optimizations that I found this week, especially over the weekend. I discovered some really, really great research and really, really great optimizations that I can implement. So in yesterday's live stream, it was a long one because I was going through all of the things that I added to the Jira board yesterday and even implemented. I managed to implement about five small features and optimizations yesterday, which was really, really good going. That was a very, very productive day. So you'll see this board will be very, very different by the end of next week. So when we get to Friday, yeah, this is going to look very, very different in a very good way, I hope, in that I'll have pushed a lot of things that are going to make very, very significant improvements to UpScalp. So that's it. Doesn't look like there is any questions on Telegram. There isn't any questions on X. I'm just going to quickly check PumpFun as well, which, just out of interest, I have noticed that PumpFun has stopped recording. Ah, there. Okay, the yesterday's stream, but like we're missing a few days on PumpFun, and I don't know why. So we have day 11, but then it goes day 14. It skips a few, but yeah, that is out of my control. I don't know why it wasn't recording properly on PumpFun, but it looks like it recorded yesterday's session properly because it's there 48 minutes. So yeah, really, really good. session yesterday. Can highly recommend taking a look at yesterday's session. I got through a lot of questions from the community. I gave a lot of updates about the direction of the product, but also I talked about the value of UpScalp itself, and especially we were talking a lot about how it's not a zero-sum game, how it's so different from a lot of other projects or tokens that you may be invested in. But for tonight, I think I'm probably going to leave it at that. And I'll be doing another stream tomorrow. We'll be back on the usual schedule tomorrow. We should have lots and lots of updates tomorrow, fingers crossed, because yeah, back into the weekday, and I usually get a lot done on the weekdays. So very much thank you for listening in, especially you, Christian, on X. I really appreciate you giving me those kind words. Very, very nice to get that feedback. I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Thank you very much for checking this out again. And we'll be back tomorrow for more live streaming and more building in public for the PumpFun Hackathon. Thank you very much. Bye.